Kumar, Cherukuri, are you here?
Yes, yes.
Sorry again, Professor Aswani Kumar, you visited Samarkand State University. So we are very much sorry. You are just traveling. I think you are giving a time for us, and we are late. It is due to many reasons, and our technical session will start also. Already a session chair is waiting from Australia. So please, we are looking for your speech, keynote speech. It will be very nice of you. If a bit shorter is fine, and
Yes.
we will be taking, we'll be organizing in future a big your keynote and bigger, longer time. Thank you so much, Professor
Sure.
Ashwini Kumar. I just introduced Professor Ashwini Kumar is from Bellore Technology Institute of Technology. His technology, India, he has over 25 years of academic and research experience, specializing in machine learning, information security, and quantum computing. His research focused on encrypted network traffic analysis, machine learning, and techniques, post-quantum cryptography. Dr. Cherukuri, please start. Thank you.
1 minute.
Oh, welcome, Professor. You see Samarkand?
Yes. Just am I audible?
Yes, please.
And my screen is visible, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Professor Sadat. In fact, it was a wonderful occasion that we are meeting again after a couple of months. Thanks for hosting me during August for your summer school on quantum computing, and it was really amazing to see you back, and a pleasure to talk to all the participants. Congratulations for organizing this wonderful conference. So I will make it short in the interest of time. So my talk is on migration to post-quantum cryptography, and I'm sure that all of you are witnessing various talks related to healthcare informatics. That it's also important that the healthcare data or any kind of a data need to be protected and secure. And in that regard, next few minutes of my presentation, I would talk about some of the important aspects of security. As per Gartner, 2025 top 10 strategic technology trends, you would notice that post-quantum cryptography is listed as one of the new frontiers of computing. This is where I would actually focus today, and in the next few minutes I will be talking about that. All of us know that we are living in a digital era wherein which all our transactions, data, communications are all in the digital format. And most important concern for all of us is how to make these communications, transactions, data, everything is secure. And in that regard, cryptography is the one of the fundamental security block which provides us security in terms of ensuring the data integrity, confidentiality, authentication, and hence we are able to protect our data from the thefts, especially the sensitive data, private data. When I say this sensitive data, private data, this includes our the healthcare data, right? All of us know that this healthcare data is sensitive and is private. Any kind of a weak cryptography measures leads to data theft and also leads to several other dangers of data breaches. But current cryptography technology has matured enough that we are able to provide security. But we all know that there is a development of quantum computers are in place, and there is rapid progress in that particular dimension. And hence, there is a threat from the quantum computers for especially the cryptography. Down the line, it is expected that in a 15 to 20 years timeline, quantum computers would be able to break some of the cryptography standards that what we have. If you look at the existing cryptography standards, we have essentially two types of measures coming from symmetric key cryptography techniques and asymmetric key cryptography techniques. Asymmetric key cryptography techniques are the major becoming vulnerable because of the quantum computers. We also call them as public key encryption schemes. And these schemes are mainly meant for key exchange purpose, digital signature purpose in the cryptography world. Now, these primitives are under that danger, or rather, they are invulnerable. Why so? Because of two popular algorithms coming from quantum computing called Shor algorithm and Grover's algorithm. They are actually having the potential to break these existing cryptographic primitives. However, in order to run these algorithms, algorithms require a quantum computer, which we call it as cryptographically relevant quantum computer. If somebody asks a question, is such type of quantum computer which is cryptographically relevant, is it currently available? Of course, certainly not. But based on the progress now that is happening in the area of quantum computing, people are expecting that this may happen another down the line of 10 years or maybe 15 years. Of course, there are predictions and there is a lot of uncertainty. But having said that, everybody understood that whenever this particular cryptographically relevant quantum computer would come, the impact of it on our existing cryptography standards and protocols, everybody is aware of its significance and as well as the impact of it. Now, not only that, at the moment, people are also concerned about this particular quantum threats are also looking for migration to the standards that are post-quantum cryptography. Of course, there are certain reasons. Number one is that most predominantly, the major factor is that store now, decrypt later risk, meaning the adversaries may take the existing encrypted data. It could be a healthcare data, it could be a financial data, it could be any data. But later, when there is a cryptographically relevant quantum computers are available, they may decrypt it and then try to ask for some kind of a ransom, threaten to about our confidentiality. And similarly, existing systems are difficult to upgrade to the post-quantum cryptography standards. And this migration is quite complex. It is not such easy, and hence it is time-consuming process. And these are all the reasons for which why we need to migrate from the existing cryptography standards to the new models of post-quantum cryptography standards. So in terms of to that support that particular migration, the United States has initiated a standardization effort in 2017. And now in 2024 August, they have released 3 such standard algorithms. These algorithms are basically coming from different families of cryptography models. Number one called lattice-based cryptography model, code-based cryptography model, multivariate cryptography model, hash-based cryptography model. Among these various families, what NIST has identified is 3 such standards, and they have called it as a Federal Information Processing Standards under 203, 204, 205, wherein which these standards are mainly meant for key distribution purpose, key encapsulation mechanism purpose, digital signature purpose, based on these families of algorithms. Now, if you look at the particular table, the standards are recommending from the existing asymmetric schemes to the new models of the NIST proposed or NIST standardized set of algorithms, which include new models of modular lattice-based key encapsulation mechanisms, stateful hash-based algorithms, digital signature algorithms, extended Merkle-based signature scheme algorithms. Like that, there are recommendations that are coming in. Now, based on these recommendations, people are trying to migrate to the new PQC standards. But this migration process has involved a lot of challenges, and this is where the researchers community from the cryptography or community from the security researchers, cyber security researchers have to pitch in, Next 2-3 slides, I will talk about the challenges which would be helpful for the researchers. Number one is that existing cryptographic products and
Nomaya Bashri,
all
Abdullah Al-Zaman, please list the main.
They need to be replaced. Organizations, however, are not aware of what is the extent of public key cryptography that is involved in their services and solutions. This is one of the major challenge. How to make the organizations aware of their inventory. This is one of the challenge. And similarly, once we have the complete inventory, it is possible to go for migration. But designing the inventory itself is quite challenging. The reason is that there are multiple partners involved in any cryptography inventory of any organization because of cloud-based services that are there, on-premises cloud-based services that are there, and etc. and etc. And hence, for organization, it is becoming very challenge, or they may not be aware of completely about what is the complete, full inventory of a cryptography standards that the organization have. Similarly, another challenge is that the existing digital infrastructure is not designed, especially in terms of security, it is not designed to have a agility in process. Meaning what? I cannot simply plug and play a new technique or a new algorithm and new standard. There is no such agility that is available with the existing systems. In such case, how do we are going to adapt new cryptographic primitives or new algorithms? This requires a lot of intensive, manual effort. And another major challenge is how to maintain connectivity
Telegram
and
messages.
organizations. This is another major challenge in moving towards post-quantum cryptography algorithms. And the next another challenge is coming from whatever the algorithms that the NIST has proposed or standardized. They are not just like that, like a plug and play, where in which you can remove the existing vulnerable algorithms and then plug into that new algorithms that NIST has proposed. So they are not like drop-in replacement, direct replacements. So in such case, when we do migration, how we are going to have a security. So the another challenge is in terms of achieving the same performance of the existing cryptography standards. How the new PQC algorithms that are coming in, are they also going to have the same performance and reliability characteristics in terms of variable key size, in terms of variable signature sizes, error handling, and etc. These are the challenges that these new algorithms when we are going to migrate. In that migration process, these challenges have to be solved. This is where the researchers, scientists have to work together with the industry, academia, and the government bodies. And in that direction, one of the major parameter or a concern is achieving the agility. Meaning what? The agility is the ability of the system to switch between the cryptographic algorithms without major design. Of course, few seconds back, I mentioned that existing systems do not have the agility. So the new systems that where we are going to migrate should have the agility, meaning that tomorrow the newly standardized algorithms, if there are any vulnerables that are identified, again, they need to be replaced. So in such case, until and unless we have the agility in place, it would be difficult again to migrate or again to replace the quantum safe algorithms. So achieving crypto agility during the migration process is one of the important dimension. And similarly, the second important dimension during the migration process is to have hybrid systems in place. Everywhere the recommendations are talking about, I looked at the documents of NIST, I looked at the documents of European Union, and then the documents that are coming from our Indian government, everybody is suggesting to have the hybrid system, meaning what? It's not that we completely replace these existing vulnerable algorithms to the PQC standards. Rather, the hybrid system should have a combination of existing algorithms plus the PQC algorithm. Say whether it is for the encryption purpose, go for classical plus the PQC standards. Similarly, for the signature purpose, you can notice on the last point about having a combination of RSA plus dilithium for authentication purpose. So this means that we are going to have a migration with hybrid schemes. So the down the line for
Professor
whether you were
Ashwini Kumar,
healthcare,
yes,
these are the roadmap points. Yes, Professor Sadad, I'm going to, this is my last slide.
okay, very nice of you. Thank you.
So, these are the points that need to be taken care of, whether yours is an healthcare organization or a financial organization. These are the 5 essential steps that need to be taken care. Identify the cryptographic assets, then prioritize the risks that what you have in terms of quantum vulnerability algorithms, then have the system with agility, and then pilot the hybrid deployments, then go for a full migration. So you can look at that, healthcare services in the whole PQC migration market. Financial services is taking a major role of 41 to 42%. Healthcare is also involved because of lot of sensitive and private data. Down the line, this is what the NIST and the other government agencies, envision that the migration timeline, down the line of 2035, complete migration should happen. Whatever is the infrastructure that we have, cloud-based, on-premises based, whatever is the business that we have, financial, healthcare, or whatever it is. So with this, I would like to thanks all the listeners and also Professor Sadat and the organizing team for giving me an opportunity to share with you. And those who are interested can write to us, and then we are willing to collaborate and then see how this migration can happen. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Ashwini Kumar. It's a very really nice of you, and so great that you get time, and we are waiting. You are waiting for it from 10:15, and so nice of you. So this is a researcher who works for patient, and this is a researcher who works for students and research communities, and you will helping us Americans, and you are working with us. So we'll be in that we'll be having more details conversation, and also maybe lectures with you. And in future you'll be traveling to here also, and we'll be having more PhD students with you, or many things coming up. So again, thank you, and our technical session will be started. Will be started soon. Again, thank you, and hopefully you will be with us. And I will be I will start that technical session. Though I think it is split. It is split to other session also. Professor Dr. Mohammad Wahidud Jaman